Welcome in, everybody. Looks like we had a bunch of people pop in, like the stream, and then click away, which is okay. Helps out all the same. Looks like I got some lighting issues going on. Some major lighting issues going on. To the two that are still hanging out, welcome. Let's get some gameplay footage going on here. Looks like we need to heal up our Voltorb here. Who we got hanging out, lurking? I'm inclined to guess Whis. Or no one. I went for like a 3-mile run right before I did the stream, so I'm very snackish. I apologize. Star Killer, what's up? I would hope Sonic Boom hits 100% of the time. Bypasses accuracy checks. Because it's kind of a sound wave. It's going to go in all directions. There's no way to miss. But of course it'll find a way. So Star Killer, my local game shop that I have pre-ordered, Destin Rivals called and said it's in and ready to pick up and get it early. Pretty wild. So I'm picking that up tomorrow. Probably doing some videos with it. We'll have to see how much it sets me back, honestly. I might just hang on to it for a while until I know I can pay it off. Because that is definitely going to have to go on a credit card in light of the Switch coming out. And the fact that I just paid like $200 to get some cards graded. Seems I accidentally battled him. She might be the last trainer on this route, actually. And still outspeeds. That's fair. Wrong button. Make sure I don't leave any popcorn for my kids to find later. Got 3 people here? Right on. Okay, we're locked in. Oh, Starkiller, we had Aaron Queen pop in for the first time in like ages today. Voltorb's evolving. I still have trainers. Let's go Cubone. Take this coughing. Well, you gotta make contact in order to defeat it. Come on now. Welcome on in. Got poison. But we grew to level 25 all the same. And learned to Leer. That's some good damage. Welcome on in. YouTube tells me somebody else just popped in for a second. Team Rocket rules. No! You liar! Oh well. We'll be A-okay, I think. I just hope Cubone can make it enough steps to get into the next like 3 to 4 battles. Even though I was supposed to go and get Dratini. I think I'll do that when Cubone faints, honestly. Oh, she paid pretty nicely. That's right, you said that. If I thought for a second I would survive, I would just take my frustrations out on that Pikachu. I think I done did battle all the trainers over here. Oh yeah, I gotta swap out Pokemon, duh. Hey, Shark Lord, you're alive, dude! Hello! Welcome! We were talking about you the other day. Happy summer break, I hope. Been busy with exams. Hopefully those are over. Aw, still in exams. That's a bummer. Okay. We had Magikarp, Magikarp, I'm going to need those for trade fodder for 2 Pokemon. It's really bad this year. I'm sorry to hear that. That is not great news. Oh, box 8 is useless, but that's okay. But you came across the stream while looking for stuff in the background while stuffing, so there's a win. Absolutely a huge win. I'll take it. How have you been other than exams? I swapped my YouTube studio around so I wasn't talking into my son's wall all night. He seems to appreciate that. Okay. Staryu is Waterstone. Shelter. Oh, studying. I mean, stuffing works as well. You've been pretty good. Had a bunch of life changes recently, but you're working through. Glad to hear you're working through them and not letting them beat you down. Got us a Star Me. And a Cloyster. Very cool. Anyways, you'll actually start studying now with this in the background. The series is always calming in the back. Whoa, great. We've made a good amount of progress in the series thus far. Looking to continue that success. It's getting exponentially easier as we go on because higher levels, Pokemon to battle, getting us experience a little bit faster. But the next few battles are going to be a bit of a slog fest. And I am going to deposit Venonat in favor of a Slowpoke. Actually, no. I want the Poliwag. Because that's going to go a little bit faster. Everybody healed, everybody healed. Okay, let's get Cubone. Yeah, let's get Cubone squared up. And then I can swap him out for that Slowpoke, actually. I need to catch a Doduo anyways. This is my turf. Get out of here. One like away from 15 like goal. If we could get another like and smash that out of the park, would be greatly appreciated. Can set a new one for 20. Can't believe my Cubone's been limited to just smacking things with the Bone Club. Like, not even tackle, not even sand attack, just... I'm gonna smack you with my bone. My Bone Club, that's it. That's all we get. Then again, Voltorb evolved and still hasn't learned an electric move, so there's been stupider. I think I'm gonna have to go grab myself a cheese stick at some juncture. Go on, Superhero. Use Mirror Move. Do us a payday. Cuckoo! Cuckoo! Trio. Well, that's a beefy bird. Kitty. I always check every grassy area for new Pokemon. Do you, though? Actually, I did want to swap you out. Do it again, Pharaoh. Do it again, I dare you. Okay, so just a Spearow here. Get lost, kid. I'm bushed. That makes no sense, but okay. Ooh, let's see if we can solo this one and level up. That was a hardy hit. Poisoned. Dang. Pokemon Avery just got home from your job. Is that the lawn mowing gig? Cubone is leveled up, ready to go. All right, Dratini, let's begin the suffering. Yeah. Aerosmith's alright. Good old Steven Tyler. At least I think that's who their singer is. He's not my favorite, but he's alright. Day's been pretty good. I went for a run not too long ago, like literally an hour before I started the stream. So, little beat, but also pretty wide awake at the same time. It's the weirdest thing. Like, my body's tired, but my mind's ready to go. Yeah, Shark Lord. The Dratini is going to be so fun. So fun. It's going to take 6 eternities, level 56. I saved my rare candies just for this moment. Work was long today. Avery, that was a lawn mowing gig, wasn't it? Or did you find something else? I remember you talking about shoveling snow in the wintertime and mowing lawns in the summertime. Oh, grocery store recently. Very nice. Shark Lord, you do that a little bit too, don't you? I might have you mixed up with somebody else. Your local pawn shop had a CIB Pokemon Gold today. How much were they asking for that? That sounds very interesting. Okay, if it's not Shark Lord... Ooh, 250. That's actually not bad. If it's not Shark Lord that works at a grocery store, who is it? No, it wasn't Star Killer. They paint. They were actually in the stream earlier today. They run a painting business, as well as other stuff. While it's evolving, I'm gonna go grab a snack. What makes it extra difficult is figuring out Discord handle versus YouTube handle. Yeah, 110's a pretty good price for that, actually. That's not bad. Don't throw the game, throw Pokeballs instead. Like, I know I'll know the person I'm thinking of as soon as they pop into the chat, but... It's not Wookie Spooky. I feel like I made them mod. And I've never bought anything from DK Oldies. Never have I ever. Go for it, Avery. If you haven't already, smash that like button. We're almost to 15 likes. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in like 2 decades. I've played it, but I haven't played it in recently. I figured out who it is that works at the grocery store. I just haven't figured out their name yet. But I know it's Karma. Who is Karma on YouTube? It's Waterboy. I just can't remember what their YouTube handle is. You've heard you've had to show ID to buy mature games? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe in 2 years you'll be able to get Destined Rivals. I'm still deciding if I want to open the one I got pre-ordered. I'm picking it up tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to open it. I mean, I say that like I haven't opened up everything I've already bought. GBA games are not region locked. Still waiting on Surging Sparks to become available. Yeah. It has been a minute. It's been a minute since Surging Sparks came out, actually. Oh, hey, we got the 15 likes. We finally hit a like goal. Means we get to get a new one. I'm trying to figure out if my Charizard's under-leveled for where I normally would be at this point in the game. Because I know I usually rock up to the Elite Four with a Charizard somewhere between level like 65 and 70. So I feel like I'm kind of under-leveled. Nothing 100 revives and Full restores can't fix, I'm sure. Hi, Katie. I don't know what about this says get up here and lay down, but hi. It's been a long time since you've seen them. Yeah. Dropped $200 to get my cards PSA graded yesterday. Hoping for some 9s and some 10s to turn around and sell them. I guess I gotta hope that they sell for a good price too, but I think it's pretty reasonable that regardless of what they come back, I'll get at least the grading cost out of them. So I'm not gonna lose money that I haven't already lost. Ideally though, they come back 10s and I make more money than the cards cost me. That'd be nice. Big W. For sure, nice catch in the stream. Welcome. How you doing? Dratini. Yes, indeed. We are swap level training our Dratini, trying to get it up some levels. Get it to learn some Thunder. Get it to learn some Thunder Wave. Actually, I think it already knows Thunder Wave. Coming off the holiday weekend. Yeah. I had a 3-day weekend myself. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because my schedule's weird, but got a lot of streaming in this weekend. Made a huge amount of progress on this Living Dex Professor Oak's challenge. I think we're going to be at a standstill with this Dratini taking eternity, but once it's done, we're going to be on a pretty quick slope. It'll be a quick rebound. Absolutely, I beat the DLC for Breath of the Wild. It's amazing. Okay, we got Electrode. We got Cloister. And we got Starmie. I loved doing the Champions Ballad stuff. It made me like Rivali so much. Like, Rivali gets a lot of crap and a lot of hate. but he actually has some pretty good character development. Who in here fell for the push to truck for Mew for the SS ship? Yeah. I think we all tried it. I'm sure we all tried to use strength and try and move the truck. I also liked the challenge to unlock the full power of the Master Sword. That was pretty fun. You know, just going through like 100 levels of suck to unlock it, prove yourself worthy. It's just been confusing to you. You forgot that you didn't finish it. I was surfing to the truck and using strength to try and move it. The trial of the sword was fun, but you were extremely bad at it. Listen, Eventide Island was a training ground for that. You completed it after a good week of tries. Eventide was nothing. I actually found Eventide to be a little bit more annoying in my opinion. There is a very awesome, I guess, recipe that you can make yourself that makes that whole trial of the sword so incredibly easy. Well, I guess I wouldn't say easy, but significantly easier. And I can't remember whether it's you max out your, I think you max out your attack and just parry everything. Whereas Eventide Island, that same glitch, well, it's not really even a glitch, but that same oversight isn't there. You can't take a potion or a meal and then go to Eventide Island and carry that in with you, the effect. Trial of the Master Sword, you can eat that meal and then go in and just decimate everything damage-wise. Jay Reynolds, welcome. He's threatening to belly bump me, I see. Hey, it's a doe duo. Not gonna lie, but Dratini was acting exactly how you would expect a snake to. That was kind of terrifying. Paralyzes its target, wraps it, immobilizes it, wraps it, wraps it, wraps it. All the opponent can do is just growl, scream, make sounds, all that. You went to Eventide Island without anything, then saw the playthrough with items left on the ground. Yep. We now have a Doduo. Hey, Big W. Thanks for the super chat.
Big W donated $20 through super chat, making want to start a new game on blue version.
Definitely start a new game on blue version. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Maybe not so much this challenge because it's kind of a nightmare, but definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend a blue playthrough. You do have a patch on the way, Jay. I do apologize it took so long to get it sent to you. Turns out I sold a bunch of copies of the game I used for the Switch bots. So I sold like 2 copies of Scarlet, 2 copies of Violet, Legends Arceus, and a Pearl. And so I got them shipped as well. So just had everything and had to run to the post office. I had to buy some shipping labels and stuff. It was a whole thing, but we got it sent. Oh gosh, I'm probably fainting my Charizard. That's not good. Nightbot's just trying to do their job. Big W, if you restarted your blue playthrough, what Pokemon would you choose? That Charizard is almost dead. I almost caused myself to black out for the first time in a very, very, very long play time. Because there's no way I would have won this battle. Feels so weird knowing that I got 30 more Pokemon to catch before the next gym, catch and or evolve. Well, there was a drunken night about 20 years ago that you totally blacked out. Never done that myself. Actually, I've never so much as had a glass of alcohol. Shark Lord, I have exactly 2 badges. Koga is going to be the 3rd gym leader. Because technically, Lieutenant Surge's badge isn't needed. Only done that once, and that was way too many. That's funny. We're gonna have to get some badge icons on the screen. Honestly, I feel like we are way too far into this to start that now. But maybe, because like it really wouldn't be too hard to add them in, honestly speaking. Y'all are gonna have a drinking contest. Is the contest to see who can go the longest without blacking out, or first one to black out wins? Because it sounds like losing there would be the real way to win. I'm sure you won already. No, growing up, I actually made a decision to just not to, and haven't ever went back on it. It's never really intrigued me. I really, 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 really detest the feeling of being dizzy. The feeling of not, like, that's one of my worst nightmares, is not having my body respond correctly when I say, like, oh, I want to move my arm, or I want to stand up. Like, one of my worst fears is to have my body not respond correctly. And so just hating being dizzy is like, you know what? It's never really interested me. You know what? We're just gonna go down the rest of the way. And then heal up and grab the other Pokemon I want. Every time Brass Coin switches a Pokemon out of the battle, take a swig. That, I think you would be toasted within 3 minutes. When you see those movies where the person loses control under the influence, then it happens to you, kind of creeps you out. Yeah, I would agree. That would not be a fun experience. Like in a paralysis way, or something else? A little of both, kind of, Shark Lord. Like, oh my gosh, when I was 17, I had my tonsils and adenoids taken out, and then I had a deviated septum repaired at the same time that they didn't tell me they were going to do. They kind of like put me under to take my tonsils out because I was always getting sick. And the doctor looked at my nose and like left the operation room, went out and talked to my parents like, hey, this kid's got a severe, like the worst deviated septum I've ever seen in my life. Do you by chance want us to fix that while we have him knocked out? And they're like, yes, absolutely, please do that. And so I woke up and I apparently had a septoplasty done, which made the ordeal a lot more terrible than it really needed to be. Anyways, because it was so bad, they gave me hydros to deal with the pain, and what those ended up doing was making me so dizzy that I wanted to die. Like, I would have rather have just not existed. It just, basically it was a solution of, hey, you can't be in pain if you're so sick you're sleeping all the time. And yeah, that was like, no. If this is what being under the influence feels like, I don't want it. Ever. You can keep it. Not a fan. How much was it? Oh, I don't know. This was before I had to worry about a budget. And I can't really attest to it. Like, as an adult, if you have to get your tonsils out, it's a lot more painful than getting them out when you're a kid, because you remember it a lot more, and you know, you have to deal with a lot more. Like, kid, oh my gosh, you go to sleep, you drink soup, you eat ice cream, whatever. An adult, you probably have to go to work still. The actual tonsillectomy, that being said, though, isn't terrible. What made it suck for me is I could not breathe through my nose for the entire healing process because I had stitches shoved up my nose to keep it in place. So my nose was just hella clogged. But oh my gosh, it was so satisfying when they pulled them out. Like, holy cow. Imagine like a booger that's a foot long. Because, like, this thing stretched. Like, it felt like they pulled my brain out through my nose. And they probably did, honestly. But it was a very great feeling. The pressure release, the slurping sound, everything. It just felt amazing. That sounds terrifying, just waking up with something you didn't expect at all. Yeah, they weren't happy with me either, because I kept trying to go back to sleep on them. And they're like, no, dude, you gotta wake up. Oh, apparently I can't escape. Ouch! That Raticate hitting like a tank. Gonna have to get heavily buzzed someday. Not drunk, but heavily buzzed. Never really had much of an interest, but welcome, Aaron Queen. It's been a minute. Like, last night. Earlier this afternoon, even. And by minute, I mean not that long at all. We have some regulars popping in today. It's been a good weekend for streams. We found out Shark Lord isn't dead. Remember, tonsils are one of the body parts that can grow back in. That is a terrifying thought there, Jay. I gotta go check my kid. I heard a weird sound. There you go, Jay. Do it. Shark Lord is undead. Might even be a Lich King. Count Sharkula. I could see it. Lovely. Not me saving those rare candies for my last few levels of my Dragonite. I never really asked earlier when you popped in there, Aaron, what you been up to recently? You said you had you were getting over COVID. Oh crap, I'm not going to be able to run. What else have you been up to though? Also, Aaron, do you use Discord at all? This was an unwise decision. Because Mankey can, like, karate chop me into the next life. He just realized how late it is. You should sleep now so you won't be tired out of your mind during the exam. Might just help a little. But yeah, I imagine it's like 11 p.m. for you right now, Shark. Almost even half past 11, I would imagine. Good night, Shark Lord. You'll be able to show up for streams now, so see you next stream probably. Hey, we'll count on it. I think I'm just down to evolutions and like Safari Mons. That's neat. Bold of you to assume disabled that I was going to use Bite anyways. I want that extra money. Get 86 coins per shot here. No, I really secretly wanted to change Pokemon. level 30 for Dragonair. I would assume that Persian can learn a ground move. It annoys me that it isn't ground type and Giovanni uses one. It should be normal ground. Lurking, playing some old school RuneScape. Is that on public servers, or do you have to do a hosting of a private server that you and some buddies can do to get like the old RuneScape? Oops, I did not want to go to Charizard, but here we are. I just have one question. For this cue ball guy, what's hanging between his legs by his kneecap? I do want to know. Like, it looks like he has a belt on with a cup. But it also looks like it could be other things as well. Just regular, you can download it. Okay, I gotcha. I was just wondering if it was like things that people do with like World of Warcraft, where they run it back to base game and host it on a private server that they and their friends can play on. That's not a WoW server. Haven't played since early 2000s. Honestly, Big W, the soundtrack vibe that I'm listening to right now is making me really, really, really want to play MapleStory. Never did RuneScape, did a little bit of WoW, but this is honestly making me really want to play MapleStory. That's what I did, like 7th grade to high school. Bro said MapleStory. Heck yeah. Greatest 5-year anniversary ever. Cake versus pie. Those weapons and armor upgrades were phenomenally top tier. That was such a good time. Remember playing a cleric, and I had like 2 PCs that could run the game. I played a cleric so that I could train my other account with level up boosts, experience boosts. I had a cleric trying to do a dual blade and a thief so I could get the kunai. Tried to get steelies back in the day when they were really hard to obtain. It's the craziest sprite for a trainer. Yes, it really is. It's left me with some questions. For sure. One of these days, this Stratini will learn like an electric move and be useful, I would think. I'm like 80% certain my cats woke up my baby. The only electric move Dratini learns by level up is Thunder Wave. Dratini's whole line, or like... I swear I learned Thunder or Thunder Shock later on. Might have to blow some money at the department store here. Because if I don't have to switch train that stupid thing, it would be lovely. Like, it's really getting to a level where it should be self-sufficient for a large number of battles. Aaron, I couldn't tell you. Don't know what either of those taste like. If you use Discord, I still need your gamer tag, though. Yep, just Thunder Wave for the whole line. Though it learns a lot of other attacking moves. Like, I think an attacking move outside a wrap would be tremendously helpful. Okay, I think I got all of these guys battled. I caught my Doduos. Learn Slam at level 30. I guess I have to go swaddle a baby real fast. I'll be right back. Do me a favor, Nightbot. Reboot yourself. A lot of Nightbot hate. He's just trying to do his best job. Oh, that's diabolical. It's not going to tell me what the TMs are. TM13, huh? There's got to be another seller of TMs here. Game Corner has some. Get from girl and sell it on. Okay. It's not a purchasable one. Ah, there's Blizzard. Can I do it again? I was looking for Blizzard. But I'm actually surprised there's not a Thunder that I can find. A Thunder Shock. I probably already sold it, honestly. Does she want a lemonade? Rock slide. There we go. Try attack. Thunderbolt and Thunder are obtainable after Koga. Okay. I haven't missed anything. Which is good news. Because I'm poisoned. No. Yeah. It happens. I feel like what's her face? Lapras should be able to learn Ice Beam by itself, right? You know what's extremely unfortunate? Not having the ability to just buy 500 coins at a time. Okay, thanks, Jay. I might walk up to the Pokemon League with the Lapras, we'll see. But I'm definitely going to be using a Dragonite. Gonna get our Porygon while we're here. this takes way too long. But I couldn't imagine like earning these coins. Playing the games long enough to earn that many coins seems absurd. You had to get Porygon by gambling. I mean, I'm sure back in the day I had to, but can't imagine these days in this economy. Just still buying coins. And I'm still not going to have enough coins to buy it. Actually, I might. I might barely have enough. I don't know. This is why your Persian always gets up to level 100 so fast these days? Yeah. Yeah, I think I can get up to, okay, 37, I got 18. Yeah, I got 5,500 coins. I'm gonna need another 1,000 coins, so I'm gonna need another 20,000 polka dollars. At this rate, I might have to lose the Elite Four a few times. You know, beat one, lose to the second, so I can farm money to get enough items to get through it. We'll see. Not the way I thought that joke was gonna go, but I'm not disappointed. I was assuming you were going to say catch 'em all, which has very many different meanings depending on context. With Persian at level 100, you will get 500 for each payday used. Fighting Onyx on Victory Road will be good money farming. There we go. Why does it steep up so much at level 100, Jay? I thought the coin payout was 2 times your level. I never did go on my like 3 a.m. walk last night. Just jamming out to dubstep. I should have. .5 times your levels? Well, that don't make sense. Generation 1, Payday scatters coins with a value equal to twice the user's level at the time the move was used, up to 200 coins if the user is level 100. Payday will normally scatter coins when it hits a substitute, but fails to do so if it breaks the substitute. In this generation, the maximum Payday coins allowed per battle is 9,999. After this, the game still states that coins are scattered with every use of Payday, but the value of coins stored by the game will not increase further. Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know when my Persian was like level 42, I was getting 84 coins per time I used it, so I was very confused for a second with you there, Jay. Had to look that up and yourself. All right. Just need another 1,000 coins and I think I'm good to go. Get my Porygon. Yep. Am I healed? I am healed. I should have just went through the underground path, honestly, but this way I don't accidentally battle my guy I need to not battle right now. Could you imagine being these four trainers standing right next to each other and be like, hey, you want to battle? No, I'm waiting for somebody to walk in front of my path. Gotta battle them. Ouch. Brandon Hardy. They might have me out. They could. Very good possibility. They might have already battled each other. Also a good answer. That was a good gamble. Wasn't so great that I thought it had ground type attached and thought that that was going to do extra damage. Okay, not bad. It's gonna faint me. Yeah, I should get 88 coins picked up. least thus far. Should be 176 now if I could do math. There we go. I can do math. You have given up on math for the night? That's fair. Who wants to do math? Yawn. I'm a rambling gambling dude. I always thought he was holding a pistol, not a dice and a cup. Slow going, but we'll make our money back. Only need like 40 trainers. No, if I get desperate, I'll just stop switch training for a little while. And just decimate with payday. Oh, hey. You paid me pretty good. You're farming EXP Candy and Scarlet tonight? You don't need a brain for that. You just doing terror raids to get those? I envisioned that doing more damage. As many raids as possible. Super nerd. Well, you're a nerd. I think the most unfortunate part about this whole run is the knowledge that I can't get into Rock Tunnel, or not Rock Tunnel, Victory Road until after I beat all the gym leaders. Like, typically I would just switch train all my Pokemon on the Elite Four, but that obviously isn't an option if we have to have all of them before we get there. With the exception of Mewtwo. School is fun, but so are Pokemon. Yeah. How did I get all 3 starter Pokemon? I have a 3DS and I just traded them, started over, traded them, started over, traded them, started over. With my other 3DS. That's the simple answer. So, in the context of the original creation of the Professor Oak's challenge, this does not follow that same standard because we are also doing all of the starters and we're doing all of the trade evolutions as well. So, not locking it down to one cartridge because I thought that was absurd. I think the original reason why they limited it to... well, maybe not. I'm doing it a little excessive since it's a living dex as well. That was a waste of a payday. All right, and I do believe this is going to be our last trainer battle for the stream. Gonna start working on some dinner, but trying to think of the best place possible to end off. I think this is really the last trainer that I have to battle before just going and grinding on whatever route I deem best. But this is probably going to be just for the simple sake of the healing abilities. The Pokemon Tower might be best for that, but it's going to be dependent on my Pokemon having some move that's not a normal type move. I also need to catch another Cubone. Hey, I didn't even Meowth's payday. Yeah. Extra 48 coins there. 25. Do it again, Meowth. Do it again. Haha. Yeah. Oh, this isn't the last trainer that I can battle. I lied. We have Silphco and the Fighting Dojo to take on, which I do believe might has to be, yeah. But that's a thing for another stream, I think. So, we will catch you guys all another time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Big W, shout out again. Thank you so much for that super chat. Really is greatly appreciated. You have yourselves an awesome rest of your week.